you lovely creatures out there, and today we are going to be talking about Doom: The Dark Ages, and the only Knight is the one that we talk about it.
I'm here because I'm the only expert on Doom, and I'm the only one who is crazy enough to spend $100 to get 2 days early access.
And $200 extra for the statue.
For the collector.
And helmet.
Yes, I spend a lot. I'm a big fan of Doom.
Helmet.
Doom
I've been told I've got a problem.
is Knight's thing. He does. So the first question I want to ask Knight is how is the gun gameplay compared to the games?
Compared to the other games, it is a lot slower and more in line with original Doom, which is what they did say they were going for, and it does. They did succeed in that. But with the add-on of the new shield and melee options, it plays a lot differently as well. Because the shield is like the meat hook of this game. Like Eternal had the grapple hook where you could fly across the map. You can use the shield saw to do basically the same thing. You just can't swing yourself anymore.
Oh, damn.
But you just do damage straight on the spot.
How's the other guns besides just the shield?
Shotgun.
Without giving any spoilers.
Super Shotgun is one of the strongest versions that has ever been. It one-shots Hell Knights in like most conditions if you're at point blank. And
you played it on like Nightmare mode, right?
I've only played it on Nightmare mode. I've only played it on that. I did fuck around with the other additional settings like game speed, where I was like, I'm going to see how fast I can go. And it can go pretty fast. Like, I turned basically the nail gun, which is a semi-auto, slow-firing, nail gun, like railroad spike nail gun. Mm-hmm. And I turned that basically into a slow, but basically full auto weapon.
Oh, okay.
And each weapon seems to be made for you to commit to that weapon for each kill. It's like so
instead of like switching to like shotgun to the next gun, you gotta commit to that one.
In that instance, like if you're gonna kill a demon, you have to use that one weapon to kill the demon you're on. If you're gonna switch, you need to have an opening. You can't just they can't just do what you did in Eternal and just switch from super shotgun, ballista, precision bolt rocket, super shotgun, and then all that. You basically it basically relies on the shield. Because I'm not sure if this was intended, but I just recently discovered that if you do a shield bash super shotgun and then immediately fire into the super shotgun, and then you can immediately switch, basically canceling the animation, and you can switch a little faster. But you want to switch a weapon that instantly fires, like the nail gun.
Okay. And speaking of the enemies, what kind of variants do we have? Do we have enough as from the previous games, or is there Lils or more?
There is, I would say, more similar to 2016's enemy count, like enemy variety. Unless, like, each demon is more on, hey, here's this version of a demon, like the Arachnotron, and then later on you'll see an armored variant of that with a different moveset. Like, while they are technically the same demon, I don't know if we would count it as a different demon. Even they do have different movesets and a different way of killing them, because you have to take down the armored variant first.
So they're same ones, but they're the same ones, but they also have different movesets in a sense.
They are same demon species, basically.
Okay.
So like a subspecies, basically, is what you're saying.
Though they're the exact same species, just that they, like, the Arachnotron has a different weapon. Like,
oh, okay.
Like an armored variant of the same demon. Like, there's a Hell Knight that just runs in using his fists and, what you would expect from the Hell Knight. And then another one that's wearing, like, medieval armor with a big battle axe that it uses as magic. It'll throw it, you can parry it back at him, and it might send him, but you want to and it'll heat up the armor, but you want to take out the armor first. By heating it up, actually. Okay. And there are weapons with upgrades like that, like the chain shot, which is just a wrecking ball, like, cannon on a chain, and it's good for taking out armor instantly, along with like an upgrade for the super shotgun that makes you do more damage to the armor.
Okay.
I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. Like, whenever you said that the demons were like from the 2016 game, would you say that the story like correlates with the like Doom 2016 or like Doom Eternal, for example?
I would say you would need to have some knowledge on the lore and stuff to understand what the hell's happening.
Right.
But like, I can't really go, yes, this connects to everything. Like, you read exactly what was in the codexes from the 2016 game, because I don't really think you did, because I like up to the launch of this game, they were like, this is the Slayer's Testaments in game form, and then I played the game, I beat it like 1.5 times. I'm still on the second playthrough for PC, and they're like, and I played. I was like, none of this was from the Slayer's Testaments, so that expectation doesn't work, of it being a part of like the Slayer's Testaments, unless it's just this is the first age and that they meant only that one.
So it doesn't like change anything in the story as far as you're aware of.
As far as I'm aware, it hasn't changed anything. Oh, it changed something, but it didn't retcon anything. It's just an addition.
Right. How long do you think the story the actual gameplay and everything for the length of the game, how long do you think it is, and how long do you think it's a good amount of time to be on the game compared to the price for it being $70?
I think it's a pretty steep price, but I think it's overall worth it. Like, if you're a Doom fan, I think it's definitely worth it, because it is a very good Doom game. While I don't think it's as good as Eternal, because that's going to be hard. That's hard to beat. It's still a very good, solid game with a long playtime. Like, I beat it in like 19 hours on Nightmare difficulty, looking for all the secrets. But at the end, because whenever I was playing it, whenever I actually finished the first playthrough, I had a headache, so I kind of just speed ran the last 2 missions. So it probably would have been longer if I stayed and looked for all the secrets on those last few missions.
So, like, I wanted to ask if you had like a definite answer of how many achievements there are in this like version of the game now, because I know like in the past games there was like 20 to 40 to 60.
In Dark Ages, there is 28 achievements, I believe.
Does that include hidden achievements too?
According to Steam's charts, yes.
Okay. Because I was just wondering, because I remember one of the games had like a little over 20.
There are 6 hidden achievements according to Steam.
Oh, fun.
Fun. Now I don't even know what those are, because I don't got them. I'm gonna figure them out.
You're gonna try to get them.
I'll get them. I will.
Eventually.
I will.
Eventually.
I'll figure it out.
So, would you say that this game is like compared to Doom Eternal and like all the other ones, would you say this one is like new player friendly to get into like the series and like overall?
I would believe. I think so, because I think I'm, for the most part, a cohesive story of like what the basics are. It's like, hey, what is this? Oh, that's this thing. I don't know what that is, but they tell me it's this big, powerful bad guy, so I'll take their word for it. Like, they decently give you enough information to work with, to where it works as a decent story. The gameplay, because of all the customization in terms of difficulty, like the sliders, you can make it as easy as possible. Like, you can make everything like just slow motion upon slow motion and no damage happening to you, but you can make yourself do all the damage in the world to the demons, or you could have it in reverse, or a mix of both. Because the difficulty sliders allow you to make the game fast, like make the game speed itself faster, make the enemies' projectiles faster or slower, make them do more damage, make you take less damage, make you do more damage. It is a very customizable experience.
That's certainly new within like the games that I think I've noticed, because I remember in Doom Eternal you're able to like put it in like various modes, but that sounds a lot more customizable towards like the player.
Yeah, and they still do have the preset difficulties, but you have the option to build upon those or edit them, because in Doom Eternal, like, it was actually a thing that people could do, but it was like a mod. You had to mod it yourself.
Right, I remember that.
And from what I can tell, they saw that and went, we're going to add that, and it should add more replay value as well.
How many times are you gonna replay this game?
I don't know. I played Doom Eternal a lot, 2,000 hours in it.
Oh wow.
And that is probably not a exaggeration. That's probably the exact amount of
That's not,
hours you have in
I
the
can
game.
throw up a screenshot when editing the video.
Look at the, look at
How
your
many
stream.
hours do you have in the new one?
In the new,
Good lord. 2,042 hours.
Oh my gosh.
An eternal god, dude. Touch some
it's
grass.
not my fault they can make good games. Listen. I go outside enough. I work my butt off just so I can play more Doom.
We'll have to edit
We
this
can
part
tell.
out.
No, we're keeping it in. I work my ass off so I can play more Doom.
Hell yeah.
He's got a problem.
I don't. Insert the
I think
meme.
it's
Insert the meme of that guy going, what's the meaning of life?
Yes.
I like pizza, and I want to eat more of it.
But like, how many hours did it take you to like finish the game though? I've been really curious about that now.
19 hours for
Only 19?
what do you mean? The last one was like 15 hours, so it's still more in this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it would be a bit more, you know.
They gave us an extra
Granted-
5 hours
granted-
to
granted,
$10
remember,
price increase.
I already have 2,000 hours of Doom Eternal experience, and that game was, in my probably either it prepared me for this, or this one is easier. Because
To be fair, a lot of people have been, from what I've seen, a lot of people are saying that this game takes like 20 hours or close to 20 hours. So, I mean, I could see you only being in 19 hours.
I saved an hour
you
by
get the
being
end.
good. An hour of my life to go back to playing Eternal. Because Eternal is still my favorite, and if I were to make a tier of like the modern Doom games, currently
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Currently, it would go Doom Eternal. Then it would probably be either like on a random day of how I'm feeling, depending on how I'm feeling. Dark Ages in 2016 would flip flop because they're both really good games. They're both very solid combat. But probably if I wanted a full if I wanted to feel like a bit more of Eternal's DNA, I would probably play 2016. But if I wanted like the more, I'm gonna play Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun, but AAA Bolt Gun, I'm gonna play Dark Ages.
Where would you
So they
put
all-
the 1993 Doom game?
Where would I rate that?
Yeah, what would you rate that? What would you rate the
At
very
the
first Doom
bottom.
game?
I love how if I put this below any of those, it's gonna sound like I'm saying they're like the old ones are bad. Even like this probably works better with like an S A B C tier.
Well, I mean, you can always say that there's no bad. Even the least liked Doom game even isn't that bad. There's no bad Doom games in my opinion.
I consistently say there is no bad Doom game but there is a worse. And that
Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's 3.
it is Doom 3, but if you want to get around the RPG stuff, because the RPG stuff might be the worst, but they're still good.
I would say I enjoyed Doom 3 a bit.
Yeah, they're all still good, but there's definitely the which one is considered the best or considered the worst of the option.
So on a scale of
on Doom Eternal being the best.
so on a scale
Yep.
so on a scale of so on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rank Doom Dark Ages for everyone at 12?
I give it a solid 8, but that could also be because I am biased. I am severely biased. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. Buy it yourself and try it.
If you want to get into Doom, why don't you give it a shot with Doom Dark Ages, and then you can work down up the timeline, because this is the start of the Doom 2016,
This is before 2016.
the prequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel, but it does not take place during the Testament.
So without bringing spoiler or going into spoilers, I'm going to assume there's going to be more continuation of the story.
There is more information.
Would you think that?
Yeah, there is a DLC coming out. Like they already confirmed a DLC that like story missions are gonna come out.
That is so crazy soon to already be announcing like a DLC.
To be fair, they did
It's
that.
Doom.
To be fair, they did that with Eternal.
It's Doom.
Oh yeah, true.
All right, future night here. I forgot I forgot that I needed to bring up the dragon and the mech section because they are a little bit repetitive. I quite enjoy them because they're not around too long, but do get real repetitive and they are quite one note. So just keep that in mind if you were only buying the game for the mech and the dragon. They are not around that often and they are one note. They are simple, repetitive, but I like them. All right, bye-bye.
All right, I think that is going to be it for this video. Do y'all have any other things you would like to say about the game?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Tentacle monster.
Mm.
All right, guys.